What's up, Floyd? What's up, all? What's up, Floyd? What's up, all? What's up, Floyd? What's up, all? Need to turn that off. What's up, Floyd? What's up, Vine? Rick? What's going on, guys? Superfly, what's going on, man? Really, long shot? I haven't actually run anything. I was gonna. I turned on PTR before I went to eat dinner, and it was. Yeah, this PTR's. I had to laugh at it when I first loaded. Oh my God. Yeah, it's. I I think the people that put this together were like looking on YouTube trying to do builds, and they didn't know what they're doing. Basically, it's just Vine. It's just a load test. If you look at the notes, it's basically just talking about uh, they're trying to load test the database changes that they were talking about way back when we were having uh, load issues on live. So this is basically long shot. It's kind of stupid though. Why didn't they just dump some? You had to delete a character to add the character with the tokens. Why not just put them in the shared tab? Is it that difficult? It's kind of a pain. For those that don't know and haven't heard yet, it's I don't know. They created this character when I first logged in. There was um, two Amazons at the top. A Boazon and one was like Firezon, I think they called it. Okay. So they have this one called Ith is the new Ist. Well, they screwed up the infinity that they put on the mercenary. Yeah. So if you look at the infinity, they got it right now. But when I first logged into this, it was Bur Mal Bur Ith. Yeah, it was so stupid because they got so I don't know who they got to do the rune words, but apparently it was somebody that didn't play the game or whatever. Yeah, that's exactly why. Superfly, they got the gear decently because they actually used an ethereal Andy. They put I don't know what this jewel is. It looks like it's a fire resist. I can't tell what the other stat is to this jewel. Maybe it's just fire resist jewel. I don't know. They put a weird jewel in it instead of morale. It's a 4015. Ah, there it is. 35. Wait, it's 35 IAS. Yeah, it's kind of a janky setup. Yeah, I think this one's just a fire resist one. Yeah, it's because I don't know what your guy like. If you look at, I think the charms are all different for everybody. These look like random rolled charms with just requiring them to be +1 bow and crossbow. But I think the secondary stat on all these charms is probably different for everybody. Yeah, 40 15. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking 40 for, but there was no E. Well, it's hard to see the ED on that, isn't it? Because we have 311. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of a janky setup. But I think a lot of this stuff is random roll because I'm willing to bet that your Annie is different stats from mine. Same with the torch. Because I looked at a couple different ones and the stats were different on each. So they didn't just like do a preloaded setup. I think the stats are all different. Yeah, yeah. I think they just like look at these gloves that they threw on here. This is a boazon. They put +1 jab and spear skills gloves on it. Wait, your your druid has a Zon torch? Yeah, mine's a Zon torch at least. Let's look at the druid. What's up, Robert? It's kind of weird. Um, elemental. I have a feeling all the gear is going to be randomized to a degree. So they're already creating a trading economy on the PTR. Yeah, this is the one elemental. So he's got a suicide branch. Well, I guess, you know, it is plus all skills. Yeah, these are light res. Yeah, Zon torch. What are they doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it. So they're putting Zon torches on the druids. What's up, Tomac? Oh, I guess yours has the suicide branch as well then? What are these? Why so many light resist? Oh, yeah, Bob. This is. I don't know. So we got Enigma. If they did get the runes correct at least. A Phoenix? I guess we're going to be testing this out as a fire build druid. Yeah, this is fire skill damage. Fire. I haven't looked at the skills. Yeah, so this is all max fire. So yeah, this elemental. They've built this out to be a fire druid. Interesting. They didn't put anything in the shared stashes. Oh wow, yeah, the Ellie got great. Why are they so bad on the Zon? These are great skillers. Except they put a Zon torch on it. Okay. Alright, let's look at the traps first before I get to the What's up, Bone? We're looking at this PTR setup that they obviously rushed and screwed up out of the gate. Well, I mean, they gave the Ellie's Druid all plus lifers, which is now wow. Look at all this stuff. CTAs. This is on the Trapson. Couple of Infinities, couple of Fortitudes, 3 different Hodos. Yeah, the Infinity thing I caught right out of the gate. I did it once after they said they fixed the Infinities. Did you do it again, Vine? Couple of spirits. A 28 and a 33, so they couldn't even make them perfect. Boned, when they first pushed this out about 6 o'clock, the Infinity rune word was done wrong. Instead of ist, they used a ith rune. So it was just a gemmed superior greater thresher. It was bad. That's the first thing I saw. Oh God, fine. I'm afraid then. So we got some extra stuff here on the Trapson, who's rocking a storm shield. Just looks like plain skillers. Random 1 max 5 strength skiller. 13. What is this crap? At least it has an assassin torch. For those that missed it, the Ellie Druid has a Zon torch on it. Alright, so the traps, and that's interesting. Let's look at the shadow. Now granted, they said this was to test the database changes to where the characters save. There's nothing extra there. Okay, for the shadow... For the shadow one, they put all trap charms on. These are all trap charms on the shadow assassin. Mage fists, a shake go. So basically just take all the gear and dump it into shared and rebuild everything. They got the torch right. Do you have a CTA on Switch? Okay. No, Bone. They had said that this is literally for the load testing, and they would do the 2.4 stuff soon. They said soon, so I'm thinking like next week. Once they get this stabilized, as far as whether the database changes are working as needed, they'll probably push out the 2.4 stuff. I'm thinking like next week. So both the assassins have traps, so they think traps are OP. I haven't looked at the barb yet. Yeah, Eric, this is kind of oh wow, okay. They got a grief with a storm shield and an enigma and a shako. I don't know what kind of barb this is supposed to be. Alright, this is a Berserker. Okay. Oh wait, I think they had it in the name. Yeah, Berserker. I hadn't even noticed. This one's got 3 griefs on it. Yeah, there's a bunch of... I think basically what you need to do if you're going to mess around on PTR, strip all the gear off, put it in shared, make one decent character with the proper skills, and then pick and choose from all the stupid gear they gave us and actually create it correctly. Boned. I don't know. It's kind of weird though. There's a bunch of max charms, max AR, well, not good ones. These are all kind of junk. And then a random jewel. I'm not sure what's up with the jewel in the middle of all these. It does have a barb torch on it. Their gear choices are interesting. So that was the Berserker. Alright, they got a Frenzy Barb and a Whirlwind Barb. There's a NATO Druid. Summoner. Poison, Summons, and a Bone Armor Necro? Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, I saw that bind, but it's everything seems just randomized, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of weird. We do have a Necro Torch with an AR Strength Charm. Rest are PNBs. This stuff is very odd. An Enigma, White Wand with Circlet with no FCR. Two SOJs, Trex, a Spirit. Well, this one's a 6 bow, so yeah, all the CTAs are definitely random. Yeah, the only one that seems screwed up so far is the Druid with the Amazon torch on it that I've seen. That's the only one that's been wrong. Yeah, right, Bone. Alright, let's see. And this, I think somebody said this one's still, this fire's on. I think the Infinity didn't get corrected on this one. I think this is the one that's still wrong. What's up, Gary? And for those that hadn't seen it, this is what they did. That's how they built the Infinities. If you haven't actually seen it. They didn't delete that one. They deleted the Boazon first and fixed the Infinity on that one. But this is the one that they didn't correct this one. So but I think there's one of the characters had a full private stash of extra gear, so we could switch it out. But yeah, that's kind of sad that they missed that. Eric, dude, I logged in right after it was announced, and the very first character I saw this, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Yeah, fine. It was the trap, the first Trapson that had all the random gear in it. So there's a couple extra Infinities stashed on one of the characters, the Trapson. But I mean, obviously they just told some random person to throw some Infinities together, and they read it wrong. I don't know. What else was I gonna look at? Okay, let's look at a Sork. No weapons in her hands. Oh, they are here though. Okay. Alright, so this is the light Sork. And she's missing 2 charms. Yeah, long shot. That Berserker had 1 random jewel. At least they're light skillers. See, I don't get that. They gave the Druid great skillers with all like plus health plus life skillers, but all these are just random junk ones. So they go with a Hodo. This one's a 38. It's not a bad one. So I got a Griff that's not socketed. They put the Enigma on the Sork with a Storm Shield. Okay. Mars, Mage Fist, 2 SOJs, and a rack, and some more Travs. CTA on Switch. Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was kind of surprised I don't have a socketed Griff here. It's interesting. Oh, there's another one in there as well. I know there was a bunch of stuff in there. Why'd they leave these 2 spots empty? They just decided not to put 2 charms in there. Has a Sorcerer's Torch. Oh, nice resist Annie at least. Interesting. Then we got, I think, a Meteor, a Fire Sork. Yeah, then we got a Fire. Oh, I was going to look at the Hammerton. See, he's not showing his weapons there, even though when you zone in, he's got them. Yeah, Drew, apparently we can run these. This is a Hammerton with a Grief. It's okay, I didn't pick the right one. It's Hammerton. Did they set the spell? Yeah, it's set up as a Hammerton. It's got a Grief, though. What's on Switch? CTA. Okay. With Chains of Honor. So, Hammerton with chains. And a G-face. Yeah, they just named this one wrong. Oh, wait. The tree is set up. This is set up as a Zealer. Yeah, that T-Gods, a BK, Raven, yeah. Yeah, well, combat skills, that's right. And no lifers, that's unfortunate. Pally Torch. Yeah, that's weird. No extra gear. Is that the only Pally they gave us? I mean, it's just sloppy. That's all. I mean, they named us a Hammerton. They did the skill tree as a Hammerton, and then they put it in all Smiter or Zeal gear. With a Mars, I guess you could use a Mars on that. I would think not, but oh, are there 3 of them? That's the Hammerton. Okay, so what's the Smiter wearing then? Obviously, the Hammerton. Last Wish, Chains, COA, and Exile. Looks like the Smiter's pretty decked out. Combat Skillers, missing stuff. Interesting. No extra gear. This is kind of bizarre. What's up, JD? Yeah, I'm good, man. It was just kind of perplexed a little bit by what they got up on PTR here. It's definitely interesting. I didn't even notice, man. I'll go back to it. There's Exile here. What's this base? Is the other one like this? they put Enigma on the mercenary? These are all just random small charms, resist charms. Okay, well, let's double check this. This mercenary seems fine. It's got a Reaper's Toll. That's what I saw mine. Alright, I'm going back to the Smiter. Oh. Yeah, I am. The Ellie Druid has a suicide branch. Yeah, they're all pre-built on. They filled like all the slots with level 99s. Okay, so this is on a Vortex. It's ethereal. Did they pick a base with no resists on it? What the hell? There's no resists on this base. What's Knight's mod? Base is Knight's mod. What do you mean by that? Oh, okay. Well, I was looking for the resists. So they went with an AR with an AR base? Dear God. It looks like it's. I didn't actually count them, Eric, but it looks like there's 20 slots there. Oh, yeah. You're right. All that stuff's on that side. Let me move that. Good call. All right, I'm just gonna put that in the middle. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. What's this damn mercenary have on it? All right, at least it's got the regular setup. Huh. What's up, Liam? Yeah, they definitely didn't put a whole lot of thought into this part of it. And look at this last Amazon. Some bizarro stuff going on with it. Yeah, but they gave us a level 1 full of respec tokens, so you can reset the stats on it. But they did pre-build them, but they're horrible. Yeah, Bob, this is just a load test. Maybe they'll tweak it. I'm not planning on playing around with it until they actually drop the 2.4 stuff. I'll definitely be on there to mess with that. Yeah, Cam, they're all the Act 2 marks. Bone, that would be obnoxious if that was the case. I couldn't even imagine. So this one's got random rejuves here. 5-piece towel on this one. Okay, I want you guys to look at this. The name of this character. Okay, they went. This is a hybrid. Then they went meteor. Okay, meteor orb. Okay, that makes more sense because this is all fire cold skillers on here. So they went with the meteor orb setup here. So I got one hybrid. I would not use any of the. I wouldn't trust their setups, and they said not to. So we got a full towel set on this one. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, this is straight up just a load test. Back when the game was having all the connection issues, They had said back then that they were going to be rebuilding the database architecture so that when you get a decent load on the servers, it doesn't crash. So they had to reset. Basically, what was happening, you got your regional databases, and all those save up to a point on one a global database. And so it was bottlenecking when it started to save your characters and tried to save up to the global. So they had to re-architect the entire structure so that the saves would occur just on the regional databases, and then I would assume on some sort of cron schedule they would save that up to the global, but not at a constant rate. So they've restructured the database architecture, and this initial part of PTR is testing that. So basically, they just want to make sure everything saves appropriately. And they did, where was, I mean, they gave us a bunch of stuff to play around with for sure. And they gave us a bunch of respect tokens so you can build. Yeah, Vine, I noticed that as well. You do have a bunch of extra gear. Vine, where'd you say they saved there was an extra griffin? Anthony, I haven't seen anything as far as them mentioning it, so probably not. I have a feeling, unfortunately, I think the console stuff's probably going to be on back burner. This is probably going to be the first part, making sure that their database structuring works right now. Then the 2.4 stuff is going to launch or be pushed to the PTR. I think that's going to be pushed out next week. And then they'll probably piecemeal console stuff in, just at certain points. But unfortunately, my feeling is that the console stuff's not going to get a lot of love for a while. I mean, they could work it into the 2.4, maybe give you some stuff there, but they haven't really mentioned anything regarding console. So basically what we got on PTR is a bunch of level 99 characters. Consider them blank and build them as you see fit. No, I get that for 100%, man. Being able to just kick back and on the couch and play. Not a problem. So I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to mess with this. When they drop the 2.4 stuff, though, I'll definitely be on here a lot on PTR till ladder drops. I did want to show you guys that have not messed with the PTR. So on PTR, it's right here. You have a drop down, and this is where they had put the beta. So you can switch to live, or if you click PTR for the first time here, it'll install, and then you can just connect to it. So that's where the PTR stuff is located. Just to keep it in mind if you feel like messing with it. Again, I wouldn't bother until the 2.4 stuff gets pushed to PTR. Froza, I'm not sure. I'm not aware on console. I don't know. Somebody else might be able to answer that. And that was what I was just showing. You can on PC, you could get on there pretty easy. I don't know that it is only PC. I would assume they would have to already have it set up for console as well. I don't know what the launcher looks like for console, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question. But that's pretty much how it is. Yeah, I don't know. I would assume it's a whole separate install. Yeah, like saying, other people might be able to answer that actually have access. I would assume you just click on the game and launch for consoles. You know, on computer you have the launcher for selecting different BattleNet games. So that's definitely a lot easier to do it there. So I mean, PTR might not even be an option for console, but I would think they would add that just so they can test that as well for console players. But I'm not in charge over there. Yeah, Brandon's probably right. There's probably no PTR for the console right now. Bob, that's true. They have to go a different route for consoles. So yeah. So maybe just it's not going to be an option because they do have to go through approval process for Sony and Microsoft. So this PTR thing just might just be too much of a hassle to do that for consoles. So they're just going to do PTR on PCs. I can see that for sure. You're not really missing out on anything now unless you want to just screw around with a high level character with all the best gear. That's all you're going to get out of it now. not a not a problem, man. What's it supposed to be? Ryan, I will 100% look at fire skills for the sorceress. Because they had mentioned hydras, and that's yeah, Bone. That's kind of a loaded statement. I want to test out hydras if they actually do implement that. They did mention that. So hydras is definitely something I want to look at. Any stuff on boson builds, I definitely want to look at that. And I don't know if you'd seen it. I've been messing around with a faux pally, which is just absolutely horrible. And they did mention that as well. So those are kind of my top three. And then those are the ones I usually play the most. I do mean to spend some more time on Necromancer as well. Unfortunately, the Dodo and the Assassin just still at the bottom of my most played characters list. Don, I thought you were doing it. Unless I'm thinking of a different Don. Yeah, I am going to pop back onto just regular DTR in a second. I just want to kind of peruse what they got set up here because this is obviously kind of screwy looking. A lot of these setups are definitely last minute. They do give us a couple of extra infinities now, though. Yeah, as Vine said or Adam said, that I do have a specific video on exactly how I do it, the newest way to do it. Yeah, Frozen. That's always been kind of an issue with the Boazons. I almost there's been times where I would just not build into those stats just because of the interruption when trying to attack. But that's all I'm gonna look at for now on PTR. PTR abs. A lot of these character setups are pretty bad. The gear, just in general, you could probably compile some of that stuff because they're all random stats. So if you wanted to make like a specific sorceress build, they do give you this character. Where'd it go? Tokens. So you do have this character available. That's full of respect tokens. In fact, I'm gonna dump all these into my shared stash. So if you wanted to get on there and make a build that you're not familiar with and equip it with the top end stuff, you can respec one of these 99s and do it. And I did see there was also, you can I didn't notice, I don't think any of the mercenaries were anything but Act 2s. One of the Boazons did have a Faith bow on it, but I think it was in a GMB. I think it was that Fires on. Yeah, this one. And they put it in a plus. They put it in a decent base at least. But you can't put that on a mercenary, unfortunately. So. It's a random Ravenfrost. But, I mean, there's gear there to work with. You could build out a decent character at 99. Say you wanted to test out a build that, or like a character you've never played before. Like if you wanted to test out a Druid build, and you've never played Druid, you could build one out. Look at some videos on actually how the builds are supposed to be, and do it from the gear that's available. That sort of thing. So, that is what it is. I just thought it was funny once I started going through some of these characters and seeing how they had built them out, that I figured we'd start on PTR just to... They put an Act 5 merc on one of them? That's cool. What one did I just click into? I think this is supposed to be a Summoner Druid, but they got a Grief on it. No, it's not a Summoner. Okay, it's a Fury Druid. They just called it Wolf. Wolves is the name of the Fury Druid. Nina, PTR is public test realm. They just put out, basically it's right now it's an exact copy of the game, at least, where they can do testing and it doesn't affect the live servers. This is where they're going to be testing the 2.4 patch once it drops. Yeah, Drew, that's what it's looking like. You didn't get PTR. Not really missing out on a whole lot now, except for kind of a goof. Yeah, these are all shapeshifter. I thought they had a shapeshifter Druid. Ellie. Tornado. They made 2 Ellie Druids. Interesting. I'm not sure why they're hell-bent on putting suicide branches on these Druids. Extra Mars. Yeah, this is a Wind Druid. Alright, I'm going to look at one more, then I'm going to switch back over. I'm curious what they'd put on the Summoner. Enigma, Hodo, Monculus, Shaco, Verdungos. Okay. Well, I got the right torch. And there's a Pride. Interesting. They stuck a random Pride. Nah. Well, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try and guess why that stuff's stuck in there like that. That's kind of bizarre. Hmm. It's interesting, at least. Not sure what their thought process is on it, but it's interesting. They did um, respond pretty quickly to the screwed up Infinities, so there's that. And in the launcher, you can just switch them back and forth into the live game. Oops. Don Pedro, I would personally. This is me. This is my preference. I'm going to be doing a sorceress, of course. Pedro, no, not yet. Nothing new on PTR outside of um, the just copy the game with a bunch of 99s with gear on them. Yeah. My thoughts are that, depending on what they change in 2.4, because they had talked about going um, with they were going to update skills. So if they do make Hydra viable, I probably level with Hydra. Yeah, Vine, it is, but I will probably if the skills are there, I'll probably mess with one of the newer ones just to do it. Blizzard will probably be top tier still. I'm probably going to mess with the newer skill and level that way. Yeah, Spook. The gear sets are kind of weird, actually. Bob, I hope they mess with Firewall. I think they're going to retweak it. Um, I think they're going to put some stuff back into Firewall. No, no, I got you, Vine. That's what I was meaning. I'm gonna go personally with uh, whatever the newer stuff is, but yeah, Blizz out of the gates definitely probably still gonna be the most viable. Yeah, Bone. I'm looking forward to it. I really hope that Hydras are viable. Bob, y'all don't even want to know about last night. So I finished up my 1,000 runs. So I'll be putting video out tomorrow for my last 500 runs in Chaos. And I had another Jaw Rune drop last night, offline, not streaming. Just while I was finishing up and filming the video, or filming the last runs for uh, for the 1,000 run project, I got another Jaw Rune seal popping. Bob, it's I couldn't believe it, man. Where's my character at? Nah, I'll show you. It's insane. So here's what I'm looking at. I found well, no, I take it back. One I found in Arcane Sanctuary. These two I found in. Uh, no, wait. All three of these I found in Chaos. I made an Enigma, so I've used one of them. Pedro, I did the same thing, man. A few nights ago, I got a Burr Rune in a pub cow game and was able to snag it. Yeah, my total count, mine, it's crazy, dude. Uh, it's actually 3 jaw. One of the jaws was in a Arcane Sanctuary, so I got 3 jaws, 2 burrs, a charm rune, an ohm rune, 2 vexes. I'm missing one. Oh, and it's the Sur rune. All those in chaos. Yeah, I got the Sur rune off of Diablo himself. So my I had no low runes, but I got all the rest of them. So I think I'm okay with not finding a low rune. Bob, that's what I plan on doing. That's going to be in the video tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, and it's not all that dropped. I also got another Shaco last night, and I got another Andes last night. So pretty crazy. That was last night. Last night was Andy, Shaco, and Jarun. Finish out the project. Project's done, so I'm going to put out the video tomorrow for the last part of this. Kind of do a loot recap for the 1,000 runs. But it's been insane. I've never had this kind of luck. Um, so the only thing though, I haven't found the shield base yet. So I'll probably mess around a little bit now tonight and try and get a shield base. I was screwing around. I got the dream base for the helmet. I need a shield base for the dream shield, and I will be able to turn my paladin into a Tesladin. But I mean, I'll be the first one to say it. My luck in CS has been beyond crazy, beyond crazy. I did pick up another Bone Shade. I don't know if these are useful or not. If anybody wants one, I got like 2 or 3 of these. I don't know how good they are. Yeah, Bone. I've got some luck in running Countess. I actually got an Ohm rune off Countess herself, off her personal drop table. Because for those who don't know, Countess has 2 rune drop tables. She has the one that has all the. Every time you run her, she has certain runes up to 6 can drop off of her special rune table. But Countess herself has a personal monster drop table where items drop. But you could also get a rune in that table, which goes up to a low rune. So I'd gotten a rune off of her. I mean, I got an Ohm rune off of Countess based off of that. Her special rune drop table only goes up to Ist. Blue, I'm thinking about doing something weird and putting um, Dream into a non-pally shield. I am thinking about that. But yeah, my luck's been it has been insane in in chaos, 100%. So I'm gonna mess around in there a little bit. We had our fun looking at PTR. PTRs, hopefully they'll be updating it and getting it a little cleaned up. Pedro, I'm looking for a Sacred Targe, unless we get extreme and actually get a. Greg, you could put Dual Dream technically on any character and get the level 30 Holy Shock. So I mean, it's something that might be worth playing around with, just for fun. So yeah, we'll go around and mess around in there. I'm gonna do a couple of seal pops. Yeah, I'm doing it now, Don Pedro. We're gonna do a couple seal pop runs. I'll kind of explain it. And I got it, like I said, there. And if you want to revert back to the video I got on it, I do have a video that explains it really closely. So if you want to refer back after, you can do that as well. Troy, do you want a Ja rune in a contest? Bone, I thought about that. That crossed my mind using the Act 3 Merc because you could put a shield on it. You could technically put the Dual Dream on an Act 3 Merc. That'd be interesting. Not sure if that's what you were referring to, but that had crossed my mind with if they actually beef up the all the mercenaries like they were talking about. Alright, for seal popping, if this part's not self-explanatory, I clear the 2 seals on the left, the seal at the top, and then on this side, I just do the seal that spawns Infector. So now we have this seal that hasn't been hit, and this is what we're going to use to seal pop. So what I do now is just go back out. Because what you want to do is activate mobs so that they pop when you hit that seal. So I start at the beginning, and I go up. I heg the left side and the top side of this, and then hit the seal. So I screwed up apparently because I didn't kill a boss somewhere. Alright, we'll have to redo. Apparently I missed him. Did I not kill him up here? Yeah, that's what happens when I get distracted. Scratch this one, we'll do it again. I didn't kill this boss up here. I was too distracted.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, you're right. I was distracted and moved. So we'll redo it. I just do it as a starting point. Like if you start at the entrance of CS, you can actually activate every single mob in what's left in the instance before you hit that seal. If you just go back to the starting point and do it. Because you want to get as many mobs activated as you can before you hit the last seal. So if you go back to the entrance, it'll activate those at the beginning. Yeah, it helps a lot because the whole point of it is to activate as many mobs so that when the seal hits, they actually drop loot. Because if they're activated, they drop loot. And you don't have that much time though, so you got to be quick about it. You got 5. I think it's more like 5 seconds. Some people say 8. I think it's more around 5. Just for speed. I mean, you can technically clear river if you want because it's a monster level 85 area. If I'm just doing this, I'm doing this just to get runes. So I want to take advantage of just running the seal pop, because if you do it at full speed, you can seal pop between 1.5 to 2.5 minutes per run, which is pretty quick. To get a CS clear, you know, in that time frame is overall, if you run it for an hour, it's almost twice as many runs. Sinister, it's not as much of a reset as just a good starting point to activate everything you can heading towards the seal. Because if technically every mob has like that 5-second rule, so if you have a good starting point, like at the beginning of the entrance or the beginning of the Chaos Sanctuary, you could get all the mobs within 5 seconds and hit the seal. So it's not really a reset of CS as much as just starting at a point where you can get them all within the 5 seconds. You can, but if they're not activated, they won't drop loot. Yeah, it's all about activating the mobs. They have to be aggroed, basically. Right, like Bone said, you have to aggro the mobs. So if they're not aggroed, they won't pop loot. So let me just double check. I think I killed everything that time. Yeah, everything's dead that time. So what I do, this is not really a reset of CS. This is mainly just as a starting point. Like I just start here, and if I get to the seal in 5 seconds, all these will drop loot. Now, if you're kind of slow, you could drop a portal right there, and they'll stay activated around the portal. No, you don't have to. It's just a starting point. See, like if you put a portal here, all these mobs will stay activated. The portal itself keeps mobs around it activated. So if you're a little slow from this point, you'll still get the aggro from the ones that you put near the portal. Yeah, it's just easier. Say, I'm looking at it as from here, it's 5 seconds to the seal. So if I could get the seal in 5 seconds, if I hit those both sides of that and hit the seal, see, I screwed that one up. But I had the portal at the beginning, so I technically got those at the beginning.
Not even death can save you from me.
So as you can see, and I'll show you, I'll go down to the bottom. If you skim the top of this and the left side of this, you'll activate what's on both sides, both these entrances. See, because I got all these. There wasn't that many up here. And normally I kill up to this section. So if there's any here, you'll get loot there. And then I go down to the beginning. See, I dropped the portal here. So all these stayed activated even though I slipped up on hitting the seal. I think I was still within the time frame, but this portal guaranteed that these would stay aggroed. So I got credit for all these drop loot. These I usually get every time. This map actually didn't have a decent. There wasn't that much density in this one. Sometimes you'll just get full packs, and you'll get a decent amount of drops, but there wasn't a ton of density on this map. Then you kill Diablo and restart. But if you do it again, if you're a little slow, drop the portal at the entrance every time. Then you'll get those. If you think you can do it in the 5 seconds, about 5 seconds, just start at the beginning and do a 5 count. If you get to the seal at that point, then you should be good. Looking for that Drop sponsorship. So Don Pedro, did you get it? Did you understand that? Alright, so we'll try and do this one a little faster. Useless Spired Helm. This one disappoints me. I wish they'd make these a little better. Yeah, and like I said, I got a jaw rune last night. It's kind of crazy. If you're a paladin, well, if you're a Hammerton, as long as you got that 125 break point, you should be able to do it quick enough. If you do not, I would just recommend full clearing.
I am overburdened.
If you're Hammerton, you should be able to do it as a Hammerton. As long as you've hit the 125 FCR breakpoint. If you're below that, I don't think you're going to be able to do it quick enough. Sean, what you talking about, man? PTR doesn't have the new stuff on it yet. Damn, Floyd, you don't have the coof, do you? And that's as JLR says, full clearing with a Hammerton's easy mode. Yeah, if you could full clear that fast, I'd just full clear. I mean, it might be. I don't play Nova Sork, so I don't know what it is about Nova Sorks. It's just not really anything that's intrigued me. I know there's a lot of people that are running it now, and from what I understand, if they tweak the synergies on it, it should be pretty good in 2.4. Just my guess. I thought I'd heard somebody saying that they're messing with the Nova synergies, and if they do, then it'll be even stronger. Bo, we're just getting started. We were on PTR for a little while, just goofing. The whole PTR thing was kind of a... I wonder about Blizz sometimes. They concern me a great deal. And for those that are just coming on board, I've wrapped up my 1,000 run project for Chaos last night offline, and I had another jaw rune drop, so my luck here has been insane. What's up, Mark?
Not even death can save you from me.
But, you know, if they get the... I don't see where... PTR right now is just testing testing out the stability of their new database setup. I don't see that requiring a ton of testing, so I'm hoping they drop 2.4. My guess would be like Monday or Tuesday next week. And if they do that, then I'll be on PTR a lot. Because I really want to take a look at the new specs they got in store for us. I do slow myself down because I always pick up the gems and stuff. If you were just hunting for runes, just blasting through it, look and leave. You think another Haas tonight, Bo? I'll show you guys what I got last night. This was last night offline streaming. I was recording for my project, and I got another Andy, and I got another Shaco, and I got another Jarun. So Chaos has been pretty profitable. Justin, I literally just mark it on my pad. I need to get a run counter, and I think there's a couple available. I just hadn't done it. But I just kept track. I just hash marked it. That's how I kept track. In some ways, I'm still a little old school. But at this point, runes are nice. I really like to get a base. I was messing around earlier with kind of a screwy build on my Amazon. It didn't work out so well. But I was doing some base hunting in cows. I am not running Javazon right now. Yeah, Justin. Sometimes just a piece of paper is easier, man. Bo, yeah, it's hard to explain. I might show it later. My Amazon, I was tired of running jabs. It was kind of boring. So I made kind of a funky boson build, but it worked out nothing like I was hoping. Which, it's not surprising. I think just about every weird build has been tested out at some point now, so. I really want a Bariza to be good again. No, I just, there wasn't a whole lot to look at. I mean, we kind of goofed on the builds and items that they put on the characters on PTR. They made a bunch of level 99s, but there's the 2.4 stuff is not there yet, so there's not really anything to look at. We were just kind of goofing on the the items and the builds they have on some of their characters. It was really kind of funny. I don't know what they were doing. I guess they just had some random interns do the make the rune words or something. Bo, that's what I'm making now. I need a shield for my paladin. I got the dream helm already made, or not made, but I got the base for my dream helm. I got the runes for it already as well. I just need to get a decent shield base. No, Don. I got a lot of them streaming. I think a lot of the guys were on when my first Jaw rune dropped, seal popping, and I got a Ohm rune on stream. I don't remember. There might have been another one. I don't remember now. I've gotten a decent amount on stream, but most of my rune drops have been seal popping while I was filming for my 1,000 run project. And I am on BNet. I'm not offline. This is not like Player One offline. I'm on BattleNet, so I give a lot of my gear away. I think last night I gave somebody the Tau armor I'd found a little while back, and something else. I gave somebody the Haas, that low Haas I found online the other night. Yeah, Gummy, I don't know what they're doing, dude. it was good for a laugh. Yeah, Mark. Mark's right. One of my jaw rune drops was on Moo Moo Clips. He does like compilation videos of drops while streaming live. He's starting to become kind of a regular visitor on stream here. He was here last
Carry
night.
anymore.
Just kind of dropped in to say hi. So yeah, I've definitely gotten some stuff. I got a Tal armor off Diablo live. My non-streaming drops have definitely been better. It's been kind of funny. It seems like just playing on console in general seems like it would be kind of tough. I heard aiming can be a little tricky sometimes.
Not even death can save you from me.
I watched Llama a little bit. Honestly, my favorite guy's probably Cooley. Cooley's just kind of a fun dude. I like Cooley. Dabrunski's probably third. I don't know what it is. I mean, he seems like a nice enough guy. Just I don't know what it is about Dabrunski. He's definitely knowledgeable. Can't really watch his streams though. Yeah, I like Cooley. I've been watching him more than anybody. I definitely watch all his videos. He just dropped one about how to shop claws the other night that I was going to mess with just to see. Phil's okay. No, I like Phil.
I can't carry anymore.
I've caught a couple of his streams. Yeah, Cooley's just got that personality. He's kind of fun to watch. No, I have no problems with Phil. I've watched a decent amount of his stuff. In fact, I'd probably watch Phil before I'd watch Dabrunski. Yeah, Cooley's in the PvP. He's OG PvP guy. I don't think I'm gonna get any more Trangs, man. I think the Trangs have like fallen off my radar. I bet if I ran Mephisto, I'd probably get some Trang armors. But I hadn't seen one in a while. I don't have a problem with smack talking. Gotta be honest. As long as it's not mean-spirited. Nothing wrong with some good smack talk. Gotten all what, Tyler? Jonas, I'm done with my 1,000 runs. I'll be dropping that video tomorrow. I'm just messing around right now. We were on PTR earlier just looking at the kind of the funky setups they got there. Yeah, I honestly want to eventually upgrade. I appreciate it, Gummy. I want to upgrade my Tesladin at some point to an Auridin, and that's where you stack. You get a different weapon. You get I think Hand of Justice for the weapon and a dragon armor. So then you're double stacking Holy Fire and the Holy Shock aura at the same time.
I am overburdened.
I've seen that one, looks pretty nasty, but it's super expensive. Damn, I hear you, Sinister. How'd you manage that? Was it like a contest for him to run you on his live stream? No, Sativas, it's not there right now. Praetorian. Yeah, Bo, I'm actually Okinawan American. So technically a little different, even though Okinawa is considered part of Japan. We still call ourselves Okinawans. Oh, really? He just up and did it? That's pretty cool. That's why I think Cooley's pretty genuine. I can see where just doing something like that would probably put him at the top of your list. I mean, yeah, that's pretty nice. Spiderweb Sash teasing me. Yeah, no, I get you, Praetorian. I think they're kind of funny. Man. Diablo. Yeah, you saw that video about those claws? I did. I mean, I actually learned something from that video. I didn't really know what claws to look for, so that was kind of cool how he explained it. Jonas, I got a Javazon. I had one. I still have an 88 Zon with all the stuff. I respec'd her recently, just screwing around with some Boazon ideas. But I do have one. Barb, probably not. Even though it sounds like I need to make a gold find Barb. And apparently they're pretty cheap to make. I'm just, right now, it's more of kind of hanging out thing till they drop some info on PTR. My goal right now is to get the Tesla then finished up. No, Bang, not yet. I hate to do it, but I might break down and just trade for the shield. I don't know yet. I'd rather not. But, I mean, I haven't really found a decent base Pally shield. I just haven't found one. And I've been running a lot. I appreciate it today. Yeah, I definitely get that one. And I'm thinking about changing up my videos. I don't know yet. What do you guys think? Should I, when I do the video, should I add camera for that, or should just stick with the way I'm doing it?
Not even death can save you from me.
God almighty. Get more soul runes. Serious question though. Do you think I don't know if that's going to detract. Alright, facet. So this seal, this facet dropped from a seal pop. A green screen. See, that's what I was thinking, Eric. I think you're onto something there. Like, for drop videos, probably not. But maybe if I'm doing, like, build guides or something, I could see where that would be maybe more part of it. Alright. I've been getting pretty crappy facets here lately. Maybe we'll actually get a decent one. Eric, I don't know that anybody really wants them. Alright, here we go. I'm going to say a 4-3 cold facet. Man! Y'all probably think I'm cheating. I didn't say, well, I guess technically that's a 3-4. That was pretty damn close, though. That was a pretty good guess. Another night on the other night I said that Haas was going to be a low crappy one, and it rolled a 158. That was pretty funny though. I pulled that one out of my ass. I get a ton of facets. Obviously not good ones, but I get a ton of facets. No, full throttle. They didn't put anything on PTR. They put the level 99 characters out there with gear, and they kind of screwed that up. So that's all that's out there right now. I have a feeling they won't drop the 2.4 stuff till next week. Well, that was a pretty funny guess. I'll give. I get lucky that way sometimes. Full throttle. Technically, this was the. They did say that they were doing the drop on PTR for today to test out the new database architecture that they set up. No, the new items aren't. There's nothing new on PTR. Don Pedro, it's at 500. Exactly 500. I don't think I have any sapphire fires. Nope. PTR is public test realms. It's a test server for any new changes they plan on implementing. They can put it out on PTR and people can have a look at it, play around with it, find bugs and stuff, and then they can fix it before they push it live. So, yeah, they did say that the PTR drop today was for back-end changes. So, my lightning damage is at. I use chain pretty much exclusively now, except for single mob kills like Diablo. So chains at 5 to 96, and lightning is at 5 to 23.7 basically. But when you take in infinity into account, the damage is technically a lot higher. A day? Actually, no. He's still playing. Um, Funny story for those that hadn't heard. He's playing a Zealer, and was getting kind of pissy because he wasn't getting any drops. Which, I mean, D2 player. And he was trying to run Whirlstone Keep on a Zealer, and he's 84, so it's just tough in general. Whirlstone Keep is just tough in general. So I told him, farm pits. He loves running Countess, so just keep running Countess. Trav and Call, and I didn't actually tell him to, but he added Shank and Eldritch into his rotation, and he called me Monday night, and he'd gotten a Burr rune to drop off of Shank. So that kind of got him re-energized, because he's complaining about not finding anything. Then he goes and finds a Burr rune. Yeah, Bine. I was just telling him about the Burr rune that my dad got the other night. Yeah, he was pretty pumped. I mean, technically, since I made him that Chains of Honor, he kind of owes it to me, but I won't take him up on it. He was stoked about that. My forge drops on my pally were kind of crap. I got an rune on the Nightmare drop, which is, I think that's the highest you can get on Nightmare, but I don't even remember what I got on Hellforge. I think I got like a Lum rune or something. Wasn't that good.
I am overburdened.
I wish they would post numbers of players playing at any given time. I'm curious if how many are actually still grinding. Now my Zon Hellforge, I got a gold rune, which is the highest you can get. Dang, Jacob, are you actually symptomatic, or how you feeling? Superior Thresher. Jonas, are you charging for that, or are you just doing it for the forge?
can't carry anymore.
Now, what somebody was talking about, somebody won a jaw rune from Phil. You know how he did that contest to give that away? Or anybody know? How does it keep track of what number everybody picks? And whether there's duplicates or not. Oh, some sort of chat bot. Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I knew somebody had said that you'd gotten that jaw rune from him. I'm just curious. I want to do some contests like that while I'm streaming. I need to get something set up for that. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So he has a little kind of a timer, then he stops it. So if you hadn't got your guess in by then, you're not eligible. Because there's all kind of like random number generators and spinners and stuff that they're all over the internet. I've seen those, plenty of those. I was just curious how he monitored this chat for that. Now, Vine, I started digging into that. Are those integrated or extensions into like Streamlabs, or are they completely separate streaming platforms? Because I'm using Streamlabs right now, and I know with it, there's all kind of extensions and stuff you could get added in. Yeah, what's up, Wade? No. Just chatting. No, Cody. Well, I got Infinity. I don't have a Griff yet. Yeah, I might hit you up on that, Vine. I've started looking at it and got sidetracked. I was just kind of reading through some of their top level info. I just hadn't dug too far into it yet. Vine, are you gonna go mage or sorceress right out of the gate? Unearth.
Not even death can save you.
What's up, Cotton? Oh, another glad band. I found one last night. Or yesterday. Ethereal? Nope. Yeah. It's cool to see it, but I already got one regular one and one ethereal one. Nah, Jeff, it's just a copy of the game with a bunch of level 99 characters. I hear you, fine. Have you lined up with any of the guys on Discord yet? I know there's been talks. People are going to be kind of grouping up a little bit. Yeah, for the people that are new here, Discord link in the description. We got an awesome community. I know people here would vouch for that, so feel free to join Discord. You can catch me on there a lot of times when I'm not streaming. I'm usually on Discord. You can hit me up, questions, that sort of stuff. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you're not. I stream right now. I'm streaming 6 days a week. I don't have a schedule up, but if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification. Well, if you hit the notification bell, you'll get a notification. But I usually put up. I usually schedule the stream at least a few hours ahead of time, so it should pop up on recommended if you're subscribed to the channel. Yep, see, Jacob knows. I think it's almost a consensus for the people that have tried out the Discord after our suggestion here in stream have not been disappointed. It's a great group of people. We have a very attentive group of mods, and they're always trying to update Discord to make it a little more streamlined, helpful, that sort of thing. And we are set up with multiple platforms, so if you're playing on a different console, we've structured Discord to accommodate for the different platforms. And there's usually a decent amount of people on. Ray, no, they we were on PTR earlier. We're just looking at what they set up. There's no new content yet. They basically spun up a copy of what's currently live and added a bunch of level 99s. And we kind of goofed on the builds they made and the gear that they put on those builds. If you're on PC, it's worth going to look at. They're basically doing load testing right now because they restructured the database. So it's all back-end stuff right now. They did say that 2.4 stuff would be added soon, whatever soon means. So no, this is back to just regular. Well, Sensei, it might be good come PTR 2.4. It might be a good setup. Yeah, unfortunately, well, they announced it yesterday that it would be back-end stuff for PTR. It's not. I mean, it's there, but it's just base setup with level 99s to play around with. Yeah, just definitely meme gear setups. I think they actually had some interns doing the builds. But I think the database testing should be fairly short. They'll know right away if it's not working right. So if that's the case, then we should see the 2.4 stuff fairly quickly. Yeah, Jacob, basically. I mean, it'll be based around whether they feel like the database structuring is fine. But that kind of stuff, unless you just really set some stuff up really stupid, it's mainly it's basically just how you schedule your saves back up to the global DB. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but they did want to test that first. So I think we'll get 2.4 after that. We hope for it anyways. It did fine. I'm telling you, it was interns. They got basic stuff pretty decent, but the fact that they created the Infinity rune word wrong tells you somebody was just reading off of a damn piece of paper. No, Liam, have faith. I mean, you know, they had the professionals working on the database structuring, so they told the interns, hey, go build these characters real quick. Handed them a sheet of paper and said, go look it up on the internet. Wow, who did I not kill? Did I miss a seal? Ah, I did it again. Who am I missing? Yeah, Burmal Bur If. It was just brilliant. Oh, Vizier went off the side and I missed it. Dang it. The Burmal Bur If thing was... That was... I didn't know what... Because I literally logged into PTR right after they announced it. I downloaded it and logged in. Looked at the first character. Looked at the gear. And the Infinity wasn't an Infinity. It was just a gemmed giant thresher. Sensei, no. I learned from Cooley's videos that the blade talons will not spawn the correct or what you're looking for on the claw for anything decent. It's the exceptional and elite versions of the blade talons are what you're looking for. I learned something new yesterday. Yeah, I learned that literally yesterday. I watched Cooley's videos because he was talking about gambling versus shopping for claws. And he had some pretty legit points. But then he was talking about that's one of the common mistakes of which claws to look at. Yeah, the runics. What are the two? Is it runic and feral? It's not the blade talon. Blade talon's the base one. Greater, yeah, greater and runic, yeah. Those two are the ones that will spawn the appropriate stats that you want on a good claw. Because and it all is based off of the base IAS of the claws. Those two are the only ones you want. Because even though you're technically casting traps, it's not based off of cast rate, it's based off of IAS. So he said that, and I'll take Cooley's word for it, he's put a lot of time into it. The greater and the runic are the two claws to look for. The base IAS on any of the other claws is not going to be high enough. Yeah, it was a really cool video. Nah, big timer. The PTR is there, but there's nothing new on there. We goofed on the level 99 characters they built for a little while, and then got back on live on the regular. I'll be on PTR once the 2.4 stuff drops.
Not even death can save you from me.
What's up, Drogon? Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, but I mean, I get what they're dealing with wanting to make sure the back end structure is correct. But as I was saying earlier, it's not a ton of testing that's required for that. They'll know pretty quick whether the structuring's right, and then maybe we'll get the 2.4 stuff right after that. Wade, you have to, and that's the other thing. The PTR looks like it's only available for PC, so you got to be on PC, but you'll see it. I don't know if you did beta where they do the drop down for what you're playing. You could switch to PTR there. Duo, it doesn't appear to be the case. I don't know enough about the base IAS of the different claws, but I know that the scissors are, the highest eye level ones, and they'll probably get the stats. So I guess in a pinch they would work, but for the fastest base IAS, you want the greater and the runics. Yeah, it's like Longshot's saying, the base IAS is probably too slow. So as far as traps in, they're probably not that good. Now we're talking specifically for traps, trapping attributes. So it's all about the skills on it. Pretty informative video. Y'all should check it out. I learned a lot from it. And I used to shop for claws. I hadn't done it, you know, on D2R, but I used to shop for claws back in original. Yeah, it was pretty informative, but now I know. Now I know not to look at every single claw that drops. Right, where you get the +2 base with the light sentry +3s. That's the one you want. You know, and you know, 2.4 is going to flip that on its ear a little bit because of they're supposedly making Shadow strong, or is it Shadow? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Making it more viable. So right now, I mean, most people just play Trapsins for the most part. Martial arts, that's it, that's it. That's what I was looking for, not Shadow. Martial arts. Yeah, they were pushing that whole Kixin thing when DTR dropped. Now, was that whole Kixin thing because of the IAS bug, or was it just affected by that? It wasn't a thing because of the IAS bug. Yeah, Jen. You saw that, didn't you? The one with Moo. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I don't think that Kixin or the IS bug was actually known about at the beginning. Oh, you sent it to him? I was wondering how he got that. Oh, that's right, because you actually time-stamped it on the stream that day. That's right, you did it. Okay, that makes sense then. Well, Jen, have you been here since Moo dropped in on the streams? He's been here a couple times. I don't know if you were online when he dropped by. He was here last night, or yesterday afternoon when I was streaming. Yeah, I think Moo on is Euro, so he said something about when he dropped by last night. He was, or yesterday afternoon, he was actually headed to bed. So. Alma Negra. Wish this was better. It's kind of cool to see it drop. Yeah, David, I'm 53, so I've been around for a while. Yeah, Jen, you've like pushed him over to my stream, man. He was it was I think last weekend, first time he dropped by. It was like on Sunday, I think. Sean, and he was telling us about how he lost his hardcore character to a disconnect. Yeah, Adam, if that could actually roll sockets, that would be pretty cool. I almost forgot. I've been looking for this. Is this re-rolling, you guys think? It's dropped off Diablo, so the item level on this is high. Should I cube this with gems to see if I could roll a J mod? I was wondering about that. Somebody was saying, I think it was Praetorian that was saying that he was rolling one. I was thinking about if I got one off of Diablo that I would try and re-roll it. I thought that might be cool. So I'm going to hang on to this one. This one actually dropped off Diablo. Yeah, I'm sure it is fine, but it's probably about as low as finding one, right? Oh, maybe it was you that was saying that you've been re-rolling it. No, Mr. X, it's the same. It's the 3 gems. That is right. It's not the 6 skulls, right? Is it just a regular PGM roll like a Grand Charm? Yeah, yes, it's definitely lower than rolling a skiller. I've actually done that already. I've gotten a skiller with 43 life on it. Um, I think it'd be a cool attempt, though, right? I think I'm going to hang on to it. I might try it a few times. I mean, technically, Bob, that's considered an elite drop. I just don't feel, I feel that's worthy of putting on the list. I did find that. I was going to re-roll that, but this one actually just dropped off trash, so I'm gonna toss it. I was like, that's so close. I actually got it of deflecting to drop. It just wasn't the it, it wasn't the appropriate one. We'll hang on to this one though. This is off Diablo. Yeah, turn 3 P gems into a bunch of burr runes. Is that the going price for J mod right now? I know they're super expensive. Burnout, it doesn't have anything new on it, so I just went on there to look at kind of the goofy builds that the interns created, apparently. So we took a look at that, looked at what they had equipped at the... They made basically 19 level 99s of different specs and then put gear on them. And it was kind of funny to look at how they set them up.
I am overburdened.
It was kind of funny, to be honest. It was shocking at first. And there's a lot of people that are just coming into the stream. I finished my 1,000 Chaos Run project. Right now, I'm just messing around. Offline last night, I got another jaw rune. So that was kind of towards the end of the 1,000 runs. So the Chaos runs paid off pretty crazy. Yeah, none of the new skill changes yet. I'm hoping for maybe next week. If they put it out next week, we should have ladder by first part of February. I'm thinking. Sean, I don't think so, man. I think they literally somebody screwed it up. I think they had a bunch of interns throwing the builds up while they worked on the database side of things, and I think they literally just got it wrong.
Not even death can save you from me.
Well, even once you get a J mod, you got to have the crazy facets to put in it, right? I mean, I can't see getting a J mod and putting anything less than 5.5 facets in those things. So the investment into getting one and putting it together is just crazy amount of trading. Yeah, I saw somebody was saying that earlier that prices are dropping like crazy. I think because they announced the PTR, I think everybody's dumping hard right now. Yeah, with matching colors on top of being 5.5. Diablo Grand Charm. Hold on to that as well. Yeah, I got a facet earlier, but it was only a 3-4 cold. I get some facets now, but I've only ever gotten one 5.5. These are all Diablo charms that I can reroll. Yeah, I can. That was probably actually a smart play. Everybody's done. I think they're just dumping because we actually have an official PTR out there now, so there's kind of a timeline in place. Not yet, Scrunchy. I seriously might have to break down and trade for one. I don't want to, but I mean, I haven't really found any bases, pally bases to begin with, so I might end up having to trade for one to finish my dream off. Patrick, it looks like it's only for PC. There's been a few console players that haven't seen it that have been in chat, so it looks like it's only PC. Did you say around level 30-ish, Tomac? I don't even know. I don't even know if I have a guess for that. Scrunchy, are you on our Discord? Yeah, Jonas. I mean, technically, I could put a facet up. That's usually a pretty cool find. I've been really picky about what to actually put on items found. I've noticed people put a lot of just kind of base stuff on there, but it almost has to be a really high-end find for me to put it on the items found list at this point. Tomac, that's probably pretty decent at level 32, man. My wife keeps terrifying her bird. Yeah, right. That would have actually been kind of funny, Praetorian, back when I was getting those a lot. Parasite, I'm not sure yet. Here's my thoughts, and I've kind of run it by guys before. I'm thinking about trying to find 100 unique rings and IDing them all on stream. And what I'd do is I'd probably farm Andy the most, and kind of go from there. Yeah, I kind of get you on that, Jonas. I used to watch them all, and I kind of got to where it's like, first off, if they don't talk, and then secondly, if they're like putting every single unique just about that drops, I just kind of like, meh.
Not even death can
I mean, technically, Parasite, it could go that way. I don't know, though. I usually have pretty good luck with that kind of stuff. I think I'd probably get some pretty unique ones outside of the typical man-alls. I bet I get a couple SOJs if they're all... yeah, Sinister, it technically is. But I'd probably just do them in general, because I haven't gotten a BK yet. Hey, Scrunchy, can you send me a PM or a DM, and I'll get up with you later? Because I just farming for the base. I probably not gonna have much luck. I've been trying to find one for a long time. I just one in general. I haven't even found a 4-socket one either. Breaking my rules, but we're getting towards the end of this thing. Once we get back in the ladder. And you never know, I might find one next run. Technically, I need to make a decent weapon for my Tesla in as well. Yeah, what Bob's saying. You get the 1 in 30, 31 in for getting the SOJ, but no chance for BK from Nightmare Andy. But if you're specifically hunting SOJ, Nightmare Andy, definitely the way to go. But I kind of want a BK, so I'm just going to get all hell level or hell difficulty rings and just ID all them. And maybe I could pull a BK from one of them. Spiderweb. Yeah, Sacred Targe will definitely be probably the easiest and most optimal. I mean, technically you want that Vortex, but man, talk about rare. Yeah, I find that's Jen. That's true, man. I've gotten 3 jaws, 4 jaw runes, but I haven't found a decent pally base. I mean, that's kind of true, which which is kind of ridiculous.
What do you need?
I was under the understanding that Vortex was just the best shield. Look, the new ist. Well, it makes it the best for Exile. Is it just a stat thing? Nothing worth mentioning. I got a facet earlier, and that's pretty much the only thing worth mentioning. I'm streaming, man. So what stat is used to determine the best damage when smiting? Is it the defense of the shield? But isn't smite damage determined based off of a base stat of the shield? Oh, it's actually listed on the shield when you equip it on a pallet. Got it. So on the Vortex, it's the highest damage on the shield itself. Right, I know Sacred was up there, so the Vortex doesn't actually have the higher block rating than Sacred. You know, I kind of wanted to do something different, and I think I talked about it a little bit yesterday with the, instead of using a grief, trying a different weapon. I just want to try something different beside it, because everybody runs grief. I kind of wanted to try something that was still can be considered viable. might have to look. I'll take Crescent Moon and a Phase Blade. How many sockets does Crescent Moon need? There's a lot of people saying Crescent Moon. Word's leg. That would actually be funny. 3-socket Word's leg. So what? So it's 3. What bases can you put Crescent Moon in? Is it just sword? Axe or shell tier, that's it. Hell, that'd be worth playing around with on multiple bases just for the hell of it. So can I put it in Wurt's leg? You can get 3 base Wurt's leg. Is that considered a mace though, or a hammer? Yeah, you could ruin Wurt's leg, I think. I don't know what it's considered, something like a hammer or something. I forget what's classified as. Steel Wurt's leg. I've heard people make rune words in a Wurt's leg. I just don't remember what base it's classified as. Is it mace? Okay. I thought it might have been mace or hammer. I mean, let's face it, we're at the point where it's time to start making some really trolly stuff. I might test it out, the Crescent, just to see. I mean, it's not expensive, so I mean, it's worth at least messing around with. It's leg class. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, technically you make black in Wurt's leg and do Ubers with it. I don't know. I mean, if it sucks, I might try it. If Crescent Moon in Wurt's leg is actually bad, or if you can't even do it, well, I'll test it. But you might be able to throw it in the cube and make the cow portal with it. Wait, what'd I miss? What'd you say, Tomac? I mean, let's face it, there's some troll stuff already happening, right? The economy's pretty much tanked. People rolling like their 4th and 5th characters. No, I think you can. I've heard of people that used to think you could get better cow levels if you put like random gems and jewels and stuff in Wurt's leg. I mean, it was all kind of little superstitious things. Like there were people that would like use a full portal book or a 3 portal book. There was just all kind of stuff people thought that would make the cow level better if you did random things to like the leg and stuff like that. Michael, you're on the roll, man. Fourth pally, Jesus, man. See, full portal book. I mean, I've heard that from a lot of different people. No, Sinistra, I haven't. You're right, Gummy. I mean, there's people that have tried it, 100%. Yeah, Tomac. There's all kind of stuff out there people have tried. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the original point of rune words even was it was kind of a guess to people combine the runes until they actually got something that worked. I don't think they actually announced the rune words. People were kind of guessing on how to make them. I think I had that book, man. I think I actually bought that strategy guide or got it from Battle Chest, like you're talking about, because I did own that Battle Chest. What's up, Captain? Yeah, what Donald, 100%. They can. Hell, I think I still got. Check this bad boy out. Can y'all see it? Alright, let me move it. I don't even know how old that is. I don't even know how many copies of Diablo 2 I actually owned. Michael, I hear you, man. Oh, I know for 100% I still have the CDs. Multiple. What's an unreadable tome?
Death can save you from me.
Unreadable tome? Is that an empty one? Ah, I saw Vortex and I kind of freaked out right there. Oh, unique amulet. Here we go. I'm going to say... I think it's going to be a better one. I don't think it's going to be like a Nokazan or anything. I'm thinking probably not... Crescent, maybe? I don't know yet. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a higher level one. Nope, I was wrong. I have Etlich. Oh, the skill. Oh, I got you, got you, got you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably wouldn't work, man. It's kind of cool it dropped off the seal pop, though. Metal Grid was actually one of the first high-level amulets I got. Probably be doing something different tomorrow's stream. I'm going to try and get the Tesla in built up, and I'll probably be doing that, running that Tesla in some tomorrow. I don't know where yet to run it, but I will probably be running the Tesla. Wait, I had an Ami drop, but it turned out to be an Eye of Etlich. Yeah, with the dual dream on it. We'll take a break from Chaos, maybe do some different areas. Yeah, we'll try some different areas. I've been running Chaos pretty solid here, even though, you know, it has been paying off for me, but time to run a little different areas. I doubt we'll get any more news on PTR until next week. So next week maybe if we get some more info, we'll do some PTR stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing it multiple, not just tomorrow. I'm gonna probably run the Tesla in for a little bit. Like I said, I'd like to get upgraded to where I could run it as Arden, but that requires quite a few more runes than I actually have, shockingly. Yeah, I saw it, Can. It was trying to troll me. I saw it. It tried. Ooh. I like to look at these even though I don't really know if there's a use for them. 2 socket. Just the fact that it's an Archon staff means it was pretty close to that rare drop. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, it was a wannabe. Alright, 2 more runs. I'm going to do 2 more. Again, tomorrow I'll be running probably in the afternoon. Nah, Jerry, PTR is up and running. It's just that there's nothing new on it. It's just basically a copy of the current game. They did load a bunch of level 99s on there that you can mess with, but that's all that's there right now. So 2 more runs. Again, tomorrow I'm going to try and have the Tesla up and running. Yeah, it was just a load test. They were testing the new database structure that they implemented. So we probably won't get 2.4 this week. I'm hoping next week. But, I mean, you could go on there and laugh at their builds that they made, that their interns made. It was good for a laugh. Yeah, it looks like that way, Tomac. A couple people have looked to see if anything downloaded on their consoles, and that was not the case. I mean, Jerry, that's probably the same for just about any build, to be honest with you. Did I miss one? I missed one on the far side? No. Oh, did I not pop the top guy? I didn't, did I? I did not. Good catch. I get to reading chat and sometimes it miss the seal.
Not even death can save you.
Yeah, Jen, and then ladder drops and we do it all over again. I thought I was going to have something there. Looked like an own rune for a second. See you, Wade. Yeah, Jerry, we're all kind of jonesing a little bit to see what they drop on PTR. Last run. But again, I mean, we're closer. PTR's up and running. They've already dropped test characters on there. So as long as that's stable, they should drop the 2.4 stuff and we'll be able to start playing around with it. So we got that to look forward to at least. Alright, here we go. Last pop. CV, not ethereal.
Not even death can save you from me.
And a lot of stuff popped this one. Nothing of value. A lot of stuff popped though. Alright, that's it, boys. Alright, tomorrow we're going to work on... where's he at? Paladin. Going to get him up to doing... or running Tesla. Then I think I'm level 80. I don't think there's any gear that I'll need that's going to be higher eye level or level requirement than that. I got my Amazon wearing some really awful stuff right now. So we're gonna leave it there. I'll be on tomorrow in the afternoon. So hopefully we'll have the Tesla ready to go then. And oh yeah, Vine, that's true. That's 83. I think he's just got a towel helm on right now. It'll do for now. I might just level it up off stream and get him up to at least 83. But don't forget to join the Discord if you're new here. The description is in, or the Discord link's in the description. Like the stream before you leave. If you're not subscribed, hit that as well. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Keep on farming.